Alright guys, some of you may know I try to find a really good and easy and quick homemade bread recipe. So we're going to try one today. And so we're going to need milk. And I'm going to be using some of my whey. So if you don't have whey, we're going to do 3/4 of water. And then half a cup of milk. Any milk. That brings it up to 1 1/4 cup. Then we're going to microwave this. It says for 45 seconds. Alright, dry ingredients. We need 3 cups of flour. Kind of late in the day to be starting this, but according to this recipe, it only takes pretty much 2.5 hours, so it'll be plenty of time. Okay, so this recipe says that you need to bring your liquid to 98 degrees, but we know that it should be about 120, but we're going to follow this recipe. I'm going to grab my thermometer. I'm going to stir this. It's at 80, so we're going to put it back in. If you're going to use just water, I would use hot, to be honest. But my whey is cold, so I'm going to put it in for another 30 seconds, roughly. Yeah, this should be fairly easy recipe. Alright, we will stir it. You do not want your mixture hot because you'll kill your yeast. Okay, mine's at about 100.9, so we're going to leave it. Alright, you're going to sprinkle a tablespoon of yeast and you're going to stir that into your liquid. Then it says to take a pinch of sugar and put it into your milk because you need to feed your yeast, which we know. Or not, yeah. Then your dry ingredients. Okay, so we have 3 cups of flour, 1.5 teaspoons of salt. I'm using the real salt. You can measure out your 1.5 teaspoons. I'm not. A tablespoon of sugar. Tablespoon of sugar. Okay, and that is it. Now you're supposed to mix it. Oh, what is going on here? There we go. So we give it a mix. I think they said they cover that. So we're just going to stick a plate over it. Okay. And then they put a hole in the middle of their flour, because we aren't going to be touching the dough apparently until we go to knead it. Okay, and then it says when we dump that in, we're going to need 2 tablespoons of oil or 3 tablespoons of melted butter. But it says you can use either vegetable or olive. I don't have olive oil. I don't think. No, I used it all. So that goes in after. I'm just getting everything out here. Mix and fold. Okay, pour. All right, we have to wait for our yeast to get frothy. All right, we'll be right back. All right, so your yeast should be foamy. So they pour that right into the middle, it says. Okay. 2 tablespoons of oil. Okay, now it says, let me zoom in here. There we go. So it says basically you're just going to be folding it together until it becomes a lump of dough in the middle of your bowl. This is a fairly simple recipe, and I'm really hoping that it's as easy as it's claiming, because this would be really nice, because you only have to, the first time you let it rise, you only have to do it for an hour and 15 minutes, and then we have to knead it for 10 minutes, and then it rises in the bread pan for another hour before baking it. And then you just let it cool down, and like right now it is 1:46. So, I mean, this would be done by supper. Usually bread takes a little bit longer. Okay, so I'm touching it. I'm going to just form into a ball here, making sure I get all these little bits and pieces. Okay. And then it says to cover with a damp rag for an hour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put saran wrap over the top first. You know, just a small amount. This probably will not, no, cover the whole thing, which is fine. I know I should probably just follow the recipe. why don't we do that? We'll just follow the recipe. All right, and then I'm gonna get a towel. And dampen it. So we're going by this recipe, and I shouldn't be changing it. All right, so it should be about doubled in an hour, so we will look back. Just trying to get this stuff. I'm doing laundry today. I've already shampooed my living room. I bought my dog's meat market bones, and it kind of had that smoky flavor in here all weekend. It was kind of grossing me out. So I'm gonna keep my flour out because we're gonna need it for when we need the dough. So I'll be back at probably about 3 o'clock. Let's get a bread pan out. Probably just use that one. So 2, yeah, it'll be about 3. Then we have to let it rise for another, so it'll be 4. Ooh, it's gonna be close at supper time, but it'll be done. So, I'll see you back here in an hour and 50 minutes. All right. It's almost, I have a few minutes left, so I figured we'll oil up the cake or the bread pan. Get this ready here. Make sure we get the sides really good. All right. So now we are going to, oh yeah, that's nice and raised. We are going to put some flour. So we have to knead this for 10 minutes. So I'm just going to put some flour here and some there. And so we got to knead it for 10 minutes, and then you put it in the pan. You let it rise for another hour, and then you bake it about, well, he says his oven, it's 32 minutes at 400 degrees. All right. So we're just going to start, and we're just going to start kneading. It's just shy of 3 o'clock. And then you roll it into a rectangle, or the width of the pan, and then it smells really good. stop this and then we can speed it up later. Alright, so my arms, spaghetti. So now it says to roll it to the width it's very elasticy, which is good. Okay, so we're just gonna roll it like so. Put it in here. I think I'll go fancy and put a couple slits in it, like that. Alright, so we're going to cover, and that's what it looks like so far, so hopefully in an hour it'll be double that. Alright, see you in an hour. Alright, I'm currently preheating. This is what our bread loaf looks like. So we are going to, as soon as my oven finishes preheating to 400, I'm going to throw it in for, I'm going to check it after 30 minutes. And it might have to go in 30 to 31. I'm thinking 30 will be good. Be back. Alright guys, so my bread I had to turn down. So I have gas in my oven, runs hotter. So I turned mine down to 350 and ran it for about half the time. So I have no idea so just make sure when you do your bread that you, I wanted to cook it at 350 for about 20-25 minutes, and I should have done that because that's what I normally bake my bread at. But I was following the recipe, but this is how the bread turned out. I'd probably let it rise longer next time as well. It shouldn't be this heavy. It should be a lot airier. So I'd probably let it rise an hour and a half next time, the second time around. So other than that, that'll be it for this week's video. See you next time. Bye. Okay, so my mother-in-law talked to me about this bread that's made in water. So we're gonna attempt it today. So, you're gonna start out with the Ziplock bag. And in this bag, we're gonna need a tablespoon of yeast, so I'm going to do 2 packets. This is about 2 1/4 teaspoons roughly in a packet. This is weird. Okay. Then you're going to need a cup of water. Now I am using whey, but the instructions weren't that clear. I did warm it up for about a minute in a microwave. You're gonna need 3 tablespoons of sugar. Half a tablespoon of salt. A 1/3 cup oil. I'm just using vegetable. And then 3 cups flour. Okay, and then you're just going to knead it in the bag. Let some more of this air out here. Now I've never even heard of this, so I guess we'll see. You're just going to kind of knead it together in the bag. Right, and then you're going to put it down into some warm water. I used the water as hot as I could get it out of my sink, and I put it in the microwave for about a minute. So you're going to put it in here and you're going to leave it for 30 minutes. And then we're going to come back. So, we'll be right back. Oh, let me turn my light on. Okay. Oh yeah, something definitely is happening. Okay. Now we need to add another 1/4 cup of flour to this. And we are going to knead it once again. See, and this is where it says, or it doesn't say to put it back into the water. But I'm going to heat this water back up in the microwave for probably 2 minutes. We're just going to mix this, I guess. Then, okay. All right. This is what it looks like so far. It did rise. Guess we'll see after an hour. We're getting like 20 inches of snow. It started yesterday. It currently is stopped, but the worst of it's coming this afternoon. Starting to blow a little bit. I'm thankful that I have the next 2 days off. I don't have to be back to work till Friday. All right. Good. All right, so we're going to put this back in for an hour, and then we'll be back to finish this up. All right. You can get rid of the bowl of water. We're going to lightly dust our work surface here. And pull our bread out. Ooh. We're just going to kind of knead it for a little bit. Okay, and now what they do, the recipe I got, is they take it and they split it into roughly like thirds. Here. Okay. And then work. My surface is too like slippery. There we go. They braided theirs, but I ain't gonna get mine. Mine does not want to roll. Yeah, all right, you can kind of see. Boy, this is a lot of work. Would have been better off just leaving it in a loaf. I don't know. They had theirs braided. We might end up just going back and do a loaf. They just kind of went like this and boop. Okay, well, so you're going to pinch your ends together and kind of fold them. Boy, these look kind of inappropriate, don't they? And we're just going to kind of slightly tug as we're braiding over here. Like so. And I think I'm going to get this pan out. And I think what I'll do is grease it a little. And then I'm gonna let this rise more. Now they did not talk about another rise, but what I am gonna show you that they did is I got some melted butter. I'm gonna do about a tablespoon. And they did I'm trying to think here. I have all of it. I thought I had sesame seeds, but maybe I used them. I have celery seed. Oh, that's a bummer. I must have got rid of all my... So, this is what we're going to do. So we are, let me get the water out of this. Got a tablespoon of melted butter, roughly, and we're going to brush this on. The whole tablespoon. Okay. I'm going to go in with the everything bagel. All right, and now I'm going to let this rise for probably another hour, and then I'm going to bake this at 300 degrees for 40 minutes. So I'm going to saran wrap. Okay. And then I'm going to dampen this. It's got to be washed anyway, but all right. So we'll see you back right before I guess we throw it in the oven. I'll do a quick video to show you how big it got. I'm going to let it go for at least an hour. All right. So this is what our bread looks like. I have my oven at 300 degrees. This is a pretty loaf. So now we're going to bake it for 40 minutes. All right. Be back to show you what it looks like after. This will be going up for tomorrow's video. I don't know. The bacon might be done. I'm gonna keep, I started the bacon one as well. It very well could be done by next week's video. And then I'm going on a vacation. We're taking the ashes of my husband's godfather down to his son in Arizona. So I don't know if I'll have a video up that week or if I'll pull one, maybe a cook with me or something that I can get uploaded as well next week for the week that I'm gone. So, alright, well, I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. Please like, share, and subscribe as well. If there's anything you would like to see happen, just let me know in the comments. As you know, if you want something baked, whatever. I know when I get back I want to do a starter sourdough with you guys, show you how I do that. Try and get some fermenting in as well. So, alright, I'm going to get this bread done. I'm just doing chili tonight. Was going to do sloppy joes, but I'm going to wait till tomorrow, I think. We're getting a big snowstorm. We're kind of, it's stopped right now, but it's coming back by the afternoon, and we're supposed to get quite a bit, so they're talking up to 20 inches. Alright, you guys have a good rest of your week, and I'll see you next Thursday. Bye. Alright, let's cut it and see. A little warm yet. Perfect. Gonna make this one again. Bye guys. On a side note, if you're gonna use the everything bagel seasoning, I would skip the salt in the bread, because the garlic salt in the seasoning almost a little, it's on the verge of being too salty. So either don't put so much everything bagel on it, or just skip the salt in the dough altogether.